Hello everyone, and welcome back for another board game night. In the past months, we have been playing through the Decktective series. Actually, I'm just checking it. Are both cameras working? Yes, both cameras are working. It's a minor technical difficulties a minute ago. Yeah, so I'm playing for the Decktective series. But in addition to the Deckscape, the same people have another series, which is the Decktective series. At the minute, there are 3 of these out. I've only got the 2 of them because it's the only 2 I can get a hold of. It was actually cheaper, strangely, to buy both of these together than what it was to buy them separately because of the shipping prices. Strange, but never mind. But part of the thing in this one as well is there is like a 3D crime scene for us to explore, and we use the box to make that environment. So let's get all the different ones cleared away. I'll slide these ones over here. Of course, this is just out of hand's reach. Oh, there we go. So I just realised that I am miles away from the desk and I am stretching. I put the table down in the wrong place again, haven't I? Right, where's my cutty thing? So, this one that we're going to be doing tonight is the Bloody Red Rose. So, let's get the snippy things and get this one open. So, these are one-shot playthroughs. So, like the other ones, of course, we won't like vandalise the set. I've got somewhere I have a sheet of paper. Yep, there it is. So I had a sheet of paper. So let's have a look in here. Of course, my view is also completely obscured by the microphone position tonight, so I'm going to be jiggling that all over the place, I would imagine. Now this as well, right, we have some little markers here, and from the little sort of like trailer video that I saw, we're going to use these to point out clues as we go. So I'll pop those to one side there. There's not as many cards as in the previous ones because they were about 60 cards either one. And from what I've heard, this one is only 50 cards. It does sit quite shallow in the box there. Now, does this have a line to? Yeah, it does. Get rid of that. Just chuck the plastic on the floor. And let's see, what have we got there? Right, actually, I'll put the box bits in there because I know that's what we're going to have to do in preparation to make this 3D environment. So, the question is as well, how small is the font going to be on any of these? So what have we got here? So I imagine, similar to the other ones, the first few cards are probably going to be like tutorials before we get into the actual proper game of it. I'm going to move my microphone arm back a little bit more. It's all gone horribly wrong this evening. So let's see. Do not look through the deck, nor shuffle the cards. So there are 52 cards, all numbered in the upper left. If the order has been altered, we know the drill for these ones here. So remove the deck from the game box, then flip this card. So this one here is then just telling us the... so you're a team of detectives, and that contains mystery case for you to solve. It says about 60 minutes, but it usually takes us, what, 2 hours or more? Oh, actually, hang on, have I not clicked on Discord? Yeah. Actually, everything going horribly wrong. I just realised when I turned my head there that I hadn't clicked on Discord. But anyway, so we've got here on the next one there. When you're ready to proceed to the next card, right? So that's just a little bit the intro bit. We'll get a discard pile going there. Hopefully, we're not going to have to do the crazy discard like mess that we had from the last one, where we had to put the entire deck back in order again. I think that's probably what pushed us over that like 3-hour limit on the last Deckscape one. So the goal of the game: you must solve the mysterious case. Place the cards to share information, discard cards that you think will lead you the wrong way, discuss the clues and find the others, make a hypothesis and deduction, and solve the crime. I'm not sure, like with the other one, if this is going to come through as, if there's going to be like, I assume there's going to be like items to keep, as some of them will be like puzzles to solve, but we'll, I imagine it's going to be very similar to the other series. Let's see, so we're going to flip this card, read it out loud, and keep it faced on the table, so we must have something on the other side here. And there goes my nose again. It's like it knows when the stream starts. Okay, what we got here? Oh, more tiny little text. All right. Let's put it on here. Hopefully I can read it a bit clearly or more clearly on the screen. So, England, the late 1800s, 7 a.m. at the Tudor mansion. Need to get the font sorted out for these games. Let's see. A sudden noise of shortly after, someone knocks on the door. So I think this is where the murder's going to be. At the entrance, Duke Edward York, who was expected by the Tudor family for breakfast today, appears looking very upset. I bet he did it. He's probably going to be the guilty one. What else we got on there? Let's see, so yeah, just try to see, because this is like a mile away again for me. Yeah, so see, a team of detectives arrive and immediately to investigate the incident. See, the pocket watch is poking. Oh, let's move to the next card. It's just like a bloody mile away, this. Right, so we'll keep that because it said to keep it. And what we got here, upside downy card. So place the game box lid like that, which we've already done there, and flip this card. And then we have to assemble the crime scene out of the next cards. And then we'll take a look at what we get out of it. Yep, so we've got the river in the bottom there. Does it say particularly which way up in the box it goes? Yes, it does. So if we're going to do that like that. So the group of rocks goes like that. And we have A, which goes in there. And pop B in there. And C in there, as close as I can match it. And card number 8, the bridge. And that has the dog at this end. So let's pop that to one side. And I'll get rid of this card into the discard pile. Let's have a little look around there. So this is the 3D set that we have there. So we've got a bridge with a dog sitting on it. There I can see there's some like twigs in the river, perhaps, that we can see. You can see at the back there. I'll bring this up a little bit closer, perhaps, and not knock over the bridge. Looks like that's where the murder's taken place. See a telescope on the roof. Looks like, if I just get that in the light a bit more, some patterns on the top building there. Oh, I'm just realising as well, there is also a back of the house there as well. So that's our little 3D set that we'll keep handy, because I assume that we're going to have to keep referring to it. Okay, what have we got next? Actually, should I put these... Put the entire deck up there might be a little bit easier. So the crime scene is your starting point. You may look at it now, and during the game, it may provide information and useful details. So during the game, you will draw and play all the cards in the deck. Some cards show evidence useful to solving the case, while others have useful information or plot twists. To solve the case, make sure you share your most important information with the others, and discard any useless cards to the archive. Right, what's this? We're going to flip this card and place it near the crime scene. Oh, in fact, keep hold of it. I assume this is where we're going to be keeping our notes then. Obviously, we're not going to write on here. I think, yeah, I've got a bit of scrap paper here. I'll just keep that handy with a pen. But I'll put that up the top there. So, setup. Remove this card from the deck and read it aloud. Each player draws one card from the top of the deck and keeps it secret. At the top of the deck, and keep drawing one card until you each have one card in your hand. But because of the way we're sort of doing this, and because of the long distances involved, we'll only be, well, we'll just be as if it's like a one player, but between us. So that'll be five cards that we'll be drawing. So, oh, there goes my nose again. Get a cork for my nose. Let's see. You can always read any face-up card on the table and talk about them. You cannot show your cards, but that's not really going to help us there. As your nose running like a tap as well, royalty. Let's see. However, you can read the title of the cards in your hand out aloud. It is not really relevant to us, I suppose, that one, because we're going to be able to see all the cards between us as we play there. So, let's see. When everyone has drawn their cards, flip this card. Right, so how many cards does it say? We want 5 cards. Is there anything on the other side of this? Oh, that was just that rule there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, does it? We'll just have a look at the top of these cards. They all appear to be blank ones. So let's just read that one there again. Each player draws 1 card from the top of the deck. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, let's just put the stack to one side. And yep, so let's have a look and see then. Doesn't say about any particular order or anything like that. So here are 5 cards. So far I haven't been told to write down the time. Maybe I should write down the time now anyway. We'll say 2015. Okay, what have we got on our cards then? Put the destruction card up here as well. Let's see, so the rose bush. So that's the bit that is on. I'll hold that up there. You can just see that on the bridge there. That's like a zoomed up bit of that there. So someone has ruined the rose bush. What else we got here? The Tudor mansion stands on a small island in the middle of the is that the Thames? I don't know. That's what we'll say it is. In the section that is non-navigable because of the rapids. That sounds like a fun place to be in the storm, doesn't it? It can only be accessed via the stone bridge that is always guarded by well-trained watchdogs. So that'll be the dog that's on the picture as well there. Let's pop that one out of the way. What we've got here, the Duke of York. A few days ago, I unexpectedly received a letter from Count Bob. He wanted to talk to me about Lady Tudor, about a possible relationship between us. I was supposed to meet them for breakfast. Put that one there. Let's see. I'm the Tudor's butler. I take care of the housework, gardens, and the watchdogs. It sounds like he's got his hand in all the pots. And we've also got a key in his hand there. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. I don't know what these numbers in the top corners, I don't know what that corresponds to yet. Let's see, the mansion door. That's a close-up of what we had on the little set piece there as well. So, the mansion door. It's locked from the inside. All the windows are protected by narrow railings. Okay, so do we just keep drawing cards? Let's just double check on the rules here. You can always read any of the face-up cards on the table. You cannot show your cards, not talk about, however, if... As you can read out the titles, which we've already done. When everyone has drawn their cards, flip this. Alright. Oh, back to the tiny, tiny fonts again. Playing the game. So, On your turn, choose one of the following options. Play a card from your hand faced up on the table. Discard a card from any hand face down to the archive. Play a card. If you think a card is useful, play it faced up on the table and read it aloud for everybody. Each card has a value from 1 to 10 in the upper left corner. You can play a card only if its value is equal to or less than the number of cards in the archive. Oh, I've got to remember numbers. Example, if there are 3 cards in the archive, you can only play cards with a value of 1, 2, or 3. Archive card. If you think the card is not useful, discard it face down in the archive. Keep the cards in the archive perpetually overlapping, so you can always count how many there are. You cannot tell the others the content of the archive card until the end of the investigation. At the end of the turn, draw the top card from the deck and add it to your own hand. Let's see, now read the title of your cards. The game starts with the player holding card 11 and continues counterclockwise. That doesn't really count. Okay, which one was the card? One of the ones at the end here, so it's whoever has this card here. So, let's just scan through that again. So we have 2 options each time, is to play a card or archive a card. And is that for each player? So does that mean we go through each card one at a time? Alexa, turn off lamp.
Okay.
Getting that one in early today. Let's just check over that again there. So play a card from your hand faced up on the table, or discard a card from your hand to the archive. So what do we think for the cards that we have so far then? Which ones shall we keep and which ones do we think we need to discard? So bearing in mind as well that we have to what's that? So evening.
Right, so we're both here. We think rosebush because we already can see the rosebush on the 3D map.
Yeah.
We can get rid of.
So we'll get rid of that one. So that one can go into the... I hope this is right for the... They're not very... I don't think they're quite clear on the destructions there, but we'll put that we'll put that to one side. I'll try and keep a... I'll try and if I do it that way, perhaps it'll sort of be in frame. So play a card, archive a card. So archive that one there because we don't think it's of any real use. Right, so we've done that. So
pick another one up now.
Yeah, we don't now. Yeah, we now. So we'll pull another card out of the hat. Let's just pop the rules to one side, but keep those handy because I'm probably gonna have to refer to them a few times. Let's see what we got. I remember years ago, Bob and I completed the Hand of what? I don't know, something York. He was Richard, but in the end, she chose me. All right, all right. That's the woman, is it? Due to terrible sickness, my wife passed away a few years ago. We had no children, and I fully inherited her noble title and riches. But money cannot buy happiness. I'm getting old and feel lonely now. So do you think that's relative in any way? Or we can't... I don't know, it was archiving we need to be, or playing a card has to be greater than... so if there are 3 cards Yeah, so at the minute we could only play a card which has a 1 on it. Because we only have one card at the side here. So what else do we think we've got that we think any information is relative? Let's see, just verify this again. If you pick a card, place face on the table.
Yeah, I think the Duke of York card is pretty irrelevant.
In the middle there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, so we can scrap that one, you reckon, yeah?
I reckon so.
I hope we're getting these rules right. Okay, and that means we can draw another card, yeah? That's what I'm guessing anyway. So, what do we got here? Broken. The victim's pocket watch. Right, and so the minute we have 2 cards, so the only cards if we wanted to play could be those 2. So what do we think? Do we play a card for its relevance, or do we get shot of another card? Let's have another look through there then. If we feel the card is useful, play it faced up. But only if it matches that score there. So at the end of the turn, draw a card. Add it to your hand.
I think we're doing it correct.
I hope so. This one is really, really not clear at all on the rules. I'll have to knock it down points for that, definitely straight off the bat. Especially if... yeah, especially if it's like a single player one, it's not clear at all.
No.
Alright, let's pull that one out there. So, out of what we got here, do we play a card to keep? I mean, technically, every card is in play if it's just on its own. So, is there anything that we think is irrelevant just to get shot of?
Maybe the version of Felix, because all we need to remember is he took care of the house, garden, and the dog.
Yeah. And he's got a key on him.
Yeah,
he would have that to get in and out anyway. So he'll have the key for the front door. So, number 18. Let's see, the astrology book. Read the future in the stars. Find love with win money and bets. Change your destiny. I don't know how that plays into anything just yet.
No, I don't either.
Well, we have 3. So I don't know, do we move a card into the player card position? Because we can play, we can play any card that's on here at the moment, because we have 3 in the bank, as it were. So what could be relevant? I suppose the time on the pocket watch could be relevant, because if it broke at the time of death, perhaps, which was just before 7 in the morning. So I'll put that as keeping it, playing that on the table. I'll just rejiggle some of these around. So anything in the middle is a keeping one.
It's 20 to 12, isn't it?
Yes, I thought.
What was that there?
I think the time is 20 to 12 there.
Oh yeah, that was longer, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Something like that. Alright, what's on our next card? The winning horse race ticket. Covered in blood. So win £100. Pay to them. So that was he had a winning ticket. So could that be motive for £100? Wouldn't be able to play it yet though. Anyway. Alright, so we're pulling them a card. Anything else that we think could be useful to the case then? Anything else that maybe is on here? I don't know if I can get. Try and put it under the zoom lens. What could possibly go wrong? Try to see that I thought there was one yellow one on there, but there's actually 3. Like the apples on there. Twigs in there, and of course you can see the knackered bush on the side there. Let's pop that one back.
So maybe we could get rid of the matching door because it's on the map as well.
Matching door, yep. It's locked from the inside. And the windows are protected by narrow rails. Right, let's discard that one.
That one, can't we?
We'll draw the next one. So the Duke's carriage. It's pulled by a thoroughbred that bears the symbol of the House of York, the white rose. And just looking at the other thing there, that must be the symbol for the other fella's house on the top there. If I can get hold of it.
Irrelevant there is that it's the House of York, not the House of Tudor.
Yeah.
Which one was that one there? I can only just hear you.
Alright, so it's the House of York rather than the House of the Dukes.
It's the carriage one.
Yeah.
So are you looking to discard that one or to keep it, do you think?
I think discard it. Yeah, I think we can discard it.
Pop that one in there. Alright, let's pull the next one. See, the watchdog. It's trained to bark when strangers approach the bridge. Oh, hello there, easy guy. I didn't see the chat there for a second there. We're doing board game night tonight. Solving a murder mystery deck game from the this one's the Decktective series. If I can just show that just on the side there. What was I saying there? We've got the yeah, so the dog is trained to bark whenever strangers approach the bridge. So, do we want to play any of these cards to keep? It's really not clear, this. I think I should have cracked this open beforehand.
We're just thinking, do we have enough points to keep the watchdog, do we?
Yeah, because it's
I think that'd be useful.
4. Yeah, so we'll keep that one there. And draw the next one. Let's see, the telescope. Even though it looks more like an oar. So I'm not sure if that's got any. Not sure if that's really any help or use at all. Right, we'll pop that there.
That's basic.
I can't really tell from. Unless we use the. Unless that can somehow help us orientate things, perhaps based on that diagram there. I'm not sure. Just move those a bit back into the middle there. We think, do we keep any cards or
Keep or discard is the question.
yeah? It's not entirely clear with this one at all, is it?
No.
I think the Deckscape ones were at least easy to track. You just kept on moving to the next one to the next one. I don't know. Do we keep the winning ticket because it's like a possible motive, I suppose?
Yeah, happy for that one.
Yeah, might as well. All right, let's pull the next card and see what we've got there. Let's see. Countess of Tudor. Last night I read the tarot cards. Oh, this one must be a nutter then. The future of the Tudors. Had plenty of bad omens. When I told my husband, he became agitated and got out of bed to go to his study. So we've got someone who's superstitious.
Yeah, so maybe that book is hers.
Mm-hmm. So, read the future in the stars. We've got enough money to keep that if that's going to be like a potential. Because depending on what information she told him, I suppose, from the bad omens. But she could be playing a game because it's find love, win money and bets. So maybe she was using it to manipulate.
Or it could be his as well because he was superstitious to want his cards read.
Yeah.
Win money party. Winning horse race ticket.
Ah, yeah. If he's used the book to get to win that.
No, so
An
could,
argument over the woman.
yeah, so could, I think it's more so Edward Ferdinand book?
The dead guy's book.
Yeah, oh, the dead guy's book, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll keep this one to one side then.
Yeah.
Right, just stack those ones there. Starting with out of space here already. Slide those across a bit. Right, what's our next card then? Let's see, War of the Roses. Well, that's the two symbols of the two houses. So Tudors and York are two noble British families whose clashes in the bloody wars of War of the Roses. So yeah, it's probably some rivalry between them. So it's a possibility. Yeah, they would cause an argument. Do we actually have? Yeah, we've got enough discarded to keep that one. Yeah. As another possible motive. Oh, now we've got a card with a different thing on it. Plot twist. Read this card immediately. The examination of the corpse reveals the cause of the Count's death, but it happens. But the happenings are still shrouded in mystery. This looks like he's been slapped in the face, doesn't he? Multiple fractures and lethal injuries. Time of death past 24 hours, so that narrows it down. Notes. Contusion to the left eye and abrasions on fingertips and palms. Does that mean he tried to claw the person, perhaps?
Maybe like self-defense.
Right, so I take it we have to keep this card. So you flip this card, read it aloud, and keep it faced up on the table, and keep playing. Alright, right, so yeah. So we'll keep that one then. So I'll put the ones that we 100% have to keep over here. In our ever smaller deck space even. Okay, so do we want to keep a card or discard a card? Is there anything that's not relevant, do we think? Is there anything? I'm just trying to see if I can see a little bit more of that. Like a picture in the hand of what the card that's just holding. That might have been something, but I don't know. Probably not. So what do we reckon? What have we got still to do anything with? I don't know if this first card is like his backstory. Would we need that?
Do we not take a fifth card so that we got 5 in our hand down there?
I wasn't sure if we've taken that plot twist card, but we might as well pull another one off and we'll have a look.
Might as well.
See, the roof tiles. So some tiles are misplaced, and the others have strange green spots sprinkled with seed. So maybe it's sit up there feeding the birds.
Maybe he was out looking at the stars at 20 to midnight and then fell off. Someone pushed him off.
Might have been. It could have been like the gardener.
Yeah.
Hinted the gardener.
I suppose could have put the seeds on the roof, and then when he's looking through his telescope, attacked by birds, he slid off, and the marks on his hands are
Him
trying to
catch
claw at the
himself.
tiles and and on the thing as he's going down. So we don't have enough cards to play that one yet, but it's a possibility. Slide that across there. So I'm running out of space.
Right, we need to discard one then, I think.
Yeah. What do we think is not relevant? Do we need the information about the mansion on the river, being on the river, and having a guard dog at the gate, because we've already got the watchdog in the pot there?
You wanted to keep that one though, didn't you? Mansion on the river.
The important information on that one is the fact that the dog guards the bridge, and the bridge is the only way, possibly.
Only way over, yeah. Well, we've got enough points to play that one and keep it. So we'll put that on the top row, and then we can pull another card out.
Yeah, keep it and then draw another one, I think.
I'm getting tangled in my headphone cable here. Let's see.
Don't actually know if there's a limit.
No, it doesn't really. Scanning over the rules thing there, it doesn't say there's a limit. Just as long as each turn you perform one of the actions. So each card has a value. Yeah. So if you think a card is useful, play it. Yeah, as long as each turn you either play it or discard one, and then replenish one. So I assume that's right. It's the way we're doing it anyway. What have we got here? So then my mother came to inform me of my father's death. I think it was an accident, or possibly he'd fallen off the roof of his telescope. He was very strict and cared about our family's reputation. He had been actively trying to arrange a marriage for him. Right, let's pop that one.
Well, I think the fact that she immediately jumped to it was an accident when. So, you know, the detectives are here trying to solve it, and she immediately thinks it's an accident.
Try to push it to that one, yeah. So she maybe is killing them to, or had her father killed, so that she didn't have to marry or can go off with somebody that she wants.
Possibly, maybe the rival family.
Or the butler.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that they were trying to arrange there was something on one of the cards that said they were trying to arrange like a relation between the two families, wasn't it? So that could be the arranged marriage sort of thing. How many we got? We got 5 in the discard.
think we do have to discard one because I think those two
Yeah.
sixes look quite important.
Yeah, so we're going to have to keep those
Which
for
one?
now. So we're going to have to discard some of these other ones.
Yeah, the Countess or the Telescope, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because the roof, the roof one will be able to keep, and that's already got technically a telescope on it. So do we get a shot of the telescope because it's more of a reference, hasn't really got any other information on it.
Yeah, well, I think the compass is the only thing, but that's not real. You can't really judge what way he's looking at, to be fair.
So, do you want to go? Oh, there was my voice already. We'll go for the Countess one for now. Is that what you were saying as well there?
Yeah, let's get rid of that one.
Get a shot of that one because it's more of superstition rather than actual like facts or anything. Card 28. What do these pictures all join up? There've been like two halves to it. Pop that one back up there. See, my husband was always in a bad mood. He said bad luck was haunting him. Must have had a whole load of bad race tickets memories. And then we were heading for Ruin. I told him to tell me more, but he refused. As I suggested, he seek a solution in the stars. Oh yeah. I wanted him to put an end to our bad luck.
Technically, if she said, viewed the stars, and he went out to stargaze with the telescope.
Yeah, she sent them up there.
Yeah, she sent them up there.
Jiggle these across because we're running out of desk space.
I think we now keep one of the sixes. Don't know if we're going to keep the roof or the Tudor here now.
We can always just do. We'll start with this one, and then we'll on the next move we can keep that one because we have enough tickets to support it. I have to rejiggle these because now we're running out of space across here. Just stack those up a little bit more. Right, so we've played a card. Let's take the next one.
All the cards.
Let's see.
More than the Magic the Gathering.
Could we do something with that next week? I think. Was it the week after? I put something on the thingamajig when I was messing around this morning. When I got up. I was that ill last night. I think it was about. It was 10:30, 11 o'clock before I woke up this morning.
Oh no.
Let's see. A letter from the Count. Let's see. Although there was bad blood between us in the past, I accept your invitation and look forward to meeting Lady Tudor. It is time to put an end to the conflict between us, between our houses. Signed, the other fella.
Water with him.
Yeah, just like I thought.
What was that there?
Oh, it looks like he's trying to set up his daughter with the other family to mend the relationship.
Yeah, well, one of the other cards had sort of like suggested that as well, hadn't it? But a relationship to bring the houses together, and in this sort of time period, it usually is a marriage one, isn't it? Right. So, do we want to keep? Which was the next one that we were wanting to keep? It was the
Tudor.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah. So pop that there. Slide that across. And grab the next card. let's see, the Tudor's butler. Last night after dinner, they all retired to their rooms. Anne was in the West Tower. Count was in the... Oh, right, so... I suppose this card, as you say, with a compass, gives us perspective of which tower that would be then. So, which one were we saying there again? In the West Tower, which is this one here. Oh, I'm getting tangled up in my headphone cable again. So Anne was in that tower. And the Countess in the East Tower. Try to see if there's like a way up from there. Not really from like the angle of the property. If kind of like at the front though, isn't it? I was wondering if they could have lobbed something over to him to knock him off his perch and off his telescope, perhaps. So soon after the Countess got up, he was upset. I thought he had a discussion with the Countess. He then retired to his study, saying he didn't want to be disturbed while observing the stars. So, no witnesses, because he didn't want to be disturbed. How many we got? We've got 6 in the pot there as well. So what do we reckon? Do we want to keep any of these or play them into evidence?
Yeah, so the telescope's facing west. So if he was looking out west and the East Tower had...
It was him and his wife.
Him and his wife. You know, his wife could have came up from East Tower.
Or it was facing that way, he's spying on his daughter in the other tower.
Possibly.
Maybe he saw her with the butler. So should we keep the telescope for now then? We'll play that. We've got enough points to play it, so it's all right. Okay, card 31. The apple tree. The apple tree near the West Tower has a broken branch. Has he come to play? So that broken branch is what's going to be in the river.
No, it could be.
That we can see there. Looks a bit big to be a slingshot thing though, doesn't it? A catapult. So did he spy somebody up there, babies? Just because that's on the same side of the property as where the telescope is roughly facing as well. Alright. How could these help or hinder with these cards? And how many do we have? We have 6 cards. So if we want to play a card, we can only play these 3 cards. Unless we discard something else on this turn.
I think we can discard the letter, because I think that pretty much...
just sets up an appointment, doesn't it?
There's no new information on it, really.
Yeah, so we'll discard that one. Slide those across.
And then we can start keeping 7s now.
Yeah. Well, the 8s are coming out now as well.
Not 8s.
Early in the morning, I woke up and thought I heard a scream. I thought it was just a nightmare and immediately went back to sleep. So she heard him going off. A few minutes later, I thought I heard someone crying for help. Well, what do we reckon?
Could be useful because there was no dog barking as well.
So it wasn't an intruder; it was an inside job, or like someone that didn't recognise, rather. That's an 8, so we can't keep that yet, can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think maybe keep the Tudor's butler.
What was that there? Keep the Tudor's butler one.
So you keep the information on the towers.
Yeah, for which tower everybody was in.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that easy guy there going into lurk mode? Tell you what, let's press. We haven't pressed the buttons, have we, today? Let's press this one. Technically not accurate, but. Oh, I thought I just pressed the button and turned the telly on for a second there. All right. Where were we? Where were we up to? Oh, I hadn't pulled the card, had I? Oh, this one's got loads of tiny fonts on it. A botany book. It's too small for me to read.
No, I don't think. Well, there was a bit of broken bush on the bridge, but I'm not sure if that's any relevance. Maybe the.
Really going over the significance of the rose and how it blooms.
Pull that broken bit a little bit closer.
In relation to everything else, though.
Yeah, they're all red roses. Yeah, I think we can just discard that one straight away, I reckon.
I think so.
Just get shot of that one, yeah.
We can't yet. Oh, yes, we can. Not me.
That there. And, ooh, plot twist card. I'm still getting tangled up with this. Why am I getting tangled up all over the place tonight? So, plot twist. Read this card immediately. When revealed. The police recover a fragment of a love letter. Flip this card, read it out loud, and keep it faced up on the table. Oh, well, that's a really useful letter, isn't it?
Okay, from that we can tell it's man lips it's a man who likes wearing lipstick.
Yep. So it reminds me of there was when I was in the hotels, there was a hen group. They had because I spent the whole weekend winding them up, so they got us a card when they left, and they all like kissed it, leaving that impression on their on the card for their signature. All right, I'll put this up here with the examination of the body, so that's up at the top there. Oh yeah, we still need to draw another ticket.
Yep.
The torn letter. Oh, this could be the other half of this letter there. Roses are red, but all that my perhaps the us I am meeting, please. Does that? Yeah, we're going to pull some more bits of it. So let's pop that up there. Do we need 9 to keep that? Do we have 9? We only have 8. So to keep that, we need to discard something else.
Yeah, the version of Edward, I think.
Oh, this very, very first card here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a shot of that one. Pull another. Oh, hang on. I didn't even see that there. It says another plot twist. So.
Yeah, it's going to plot twist again, I reckon.
See, the Countess and the Duke of York are going to leave the mansion. Remove cards 13, 16. From the game, you cannot check the content of these cards. for the rest of the game. Remove all these cards regardless where they are, either archived or in the hands or what have you. Players who... that's my watch going off. Vault has just gone live. Players who remove one or more cards will play from now on with less cards in their hand. However, if a player has no cards in their hand, on the next turn they must draw a card. So a minimum of one card in there. Evening Wolf. Probably about halfway through this game here, trying to solve a murder mystery. Let's see. Flip this card. Read it. Keep it on the table faced up. So what have we got here? It's the Countess and the Duke of York are going to leave the mansion. The Count asks the Duke of York to take her to London. Then retire to her room in order to get herself ready. She wants to speak with the medium, or not another one of these ones here. Speak to the world of the living and whatever, and the spirits. To try to talk with her deceased spouse. She said this could just be the beginning of a series of misfortunes that will hit the Tudors. She didn't mention at which time she'll be coming back. Okay, so before we do anything, let's remove these cards. So card 13, we've already discarded it. So we'll put that up the top. So that lowers our ability to spend on cards that we want to keep. 16. 16 must be somewhere. Where is it at the bottom? Nope. Where's 16? It's not those ones. Oh, this is good. We lost a card. Right, so I know the next one there is 20 anyway. 23. Oh, we're losing all of our cards to spend. And 28. That's card 28. Oh, sorry, that's 26. It's just in a really bad font. Don't we see card 28 anywhere on here? 22, so the 27. Still at 26, I've just picked it up twice. 24, 18, 19, 21, 17. I still need to find the card 16.
Is 28 maybe one we keep at the top?
What are the... Examine the body cards. Let's have a look. It's 25, 34, and 9 in the instructions. Put that there. Just restack these just in case there's one that's overlapping. And what I say I was looking for? 16. Right, there's my 16. And 28. Right, 28 is definitely not in that lot.
There you are, Wolf, just on time.
What's that there? Oh, the Nightbot's calling for you to make a cup of tea. So where on earth is this card? $28. The only one that looks like a 28 from this awful font is the one that I keep on going back to that 26 card. 27, 30. What's this one? 28. Right, there we go. I found them all. So that leaves us with 3 cards, but we will get a fourth one now. Yeah. So yes, we've got that one there that we just with this plot twist. Let's pop that up there. Get the fourth one, and here's the other half of the letter. So we now definitely don't have enough cards to be able to keep.
No.
To keep both of these ones. Let's see, roses are red. I suppose technically we're not really, until we can play the cards, we shouldn't really be looking at it together either, should we? So we know we need to play up those cards though. So we need 9 and 10. We need to discard cards, and from the size of the deck we're going to have to discard them in a hurry to get 10 to be able to play the because we're going to have to play it into evidence anyway, I would assume, for the end game.
Yeah.
So, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to discard another 5 cards to get our numbers back up. If we want to keep this one here anyway.
Can we discard cards from the middle?
I don't think so. I think once they're played. Let's have a quick scan over the rules just in case, because if we can then declare something else as irrelevant. Let's see, if you archiving a card, if you think a card is not useful, discard it. Face down in the archive, keep the card in the archive, partially overlap so you can see how many there are. Count how many cards there are. You cannot tell the others the content of an archive card until the end of the investigation. So, yeah, we can't do one that's already played because it would have been known.
Yeah, that's alright. So I'm thinking this is less about like a money or a hit. I think this is more like an affair route now. But yeah, so I guess we need to discard a card now, don't we? And
yeah, who should have the affair with?
For me, I think it's between. I think we have to discard either the apple tree or the versions of Anna, and I think the apple tree we discard.
Yeah, show that one. Yeah.
It could be the murder weapon, but
whacked him with a branch from the tree. Right, let's pull the next card and see what we get. Let's see. Tudor's bank statement. Yeah, so they had 5, then they had 2 and a bit, and now they've just got in the hundreds. So the pennies are going down. And we don't have any that weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 6, so we have to get shot of a card. Just looking at this thing here.
I think we can get rid of the Tudor's bank statement because I don't think it's too vital.
Yes, get shot of that one.
I think we just got to keep discarding now until we have enough for the letters.
I'm just thinking there. What's royalty pop the thing there? Where's all the money going? Was it the apple tree, the murder weapon? Well, there is a large branch that's in the river. Could it have been used to? Because there could have been a nest in the tree that they've ripped off the branch and disturbed. The birds have then flown on the roof and startled the fella, and he's fallen down. Right, though, we've discarded that. Let's pull the next one out. You see that branch looks tiny now, like a slingshot type thing. We need to find the rubber band. An apple tree branch. Dog has brought back the branch from the riverbank. That's a 10 if we wanted to play that into evidence. We can't play that into evidence either. But I suppose if there was a rubber band between that, it could have been could have been done. What's that there? The only thing that's irrelevant was it had a broken branch and was near the West Tower. So what do we reckon? We can't keep any more. Oh, sorry, we can't play. We can't play anymore because we haven't got enough. Have we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're still 1 card short. So which one do we reckon we discard?
Probably the apple tree dog with the apple tree.
This was just bringing it. So guess I'm not sure with this one now. Let's take a shot at that one.
Yeah.
What we got here? Access to the roof. The only way to access the roof is through a special trapdoor located in the Count's study. Though the study was found locked from the inside. Now, what's his name had a key, didn't he?
He did, yeah. The butler. And we know the Count went to his study, didn't he?
Mm. And we've already got the butler's word for it that he didn't want to be disturbed.
Hmm.
8. So is it that he's stuck up there, maybe, and he couldn't get back in?
No, Wolf, you would have set the whole building on fire. So I suppose we could put the versions of Anna in the middle now and draw a card.
We'll keep... Or plot twists. What now? A few hours after the arrival of the police, the victim's daughter was seen walking in the garden with a knife. It's not clear what she was doing. On the back, flip this card and place it so it covers the back of card A in the crime scene. So we never really looked at the back in too much detail before, did we? Slide that in there.
So she's going to be there now.
There we go. So we've got her with the knife. But it wasn't... Was there anything on the cause of death that would suggest fractures and lethal injuries? It doesn't say one way or the other, does it?
No.
So we've got slap in the face and injuries to the fingers or what have you, which could be from trying to grapple to the roof. Okay, so next card. Oh, these are different cards. Let's see if I can pick up the deck. Trimming the bushes with a knife. See, the case must be solved. Keep playing, but do not draw any cards until all players run out of cards. When you are done, flip this card. Alright, so now we need to decide what we can do then with our remaining cards. How many have we got in the bank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, if we discard one card, we could play that one, part of the letter. And that's pretty much it, really, isn't it? We could discard 2 and play 110. So do we think the letter is more relevant, or the fact that the roof access with the window, the shutter's locked from the inside?
I think we already could tell that there was something going on, like an affair, really.
Yeah. So if we get shot of these 2 cards,
yeah, and
keep the one that says it was locked from the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all of our evidence then that we've got. Let's just put those so that I can kind of roughly grab them. And then, what was that? When done, flip this card. The end of the investigation. And now that all the cards have been played to the archive, played or archived, speak freely on your theories of the case. You can also talk about the cards that you have archived or removed, those that you remember, but you cannot reveal nor read them. So anything that we've discarded then, as long as we remember what was in it, roughly what's in it, we can use that to form whoever we're going to give the electric chair to.
I agree with Rorty here. I think the Countess killed him.
Yeah, and having an affair with a butler, do you reckon? Because he had the key to lock it from the inside. Is it there? When you're ready, proceed to the next card. Right, let's just stick that up here for the minute, though. What's that there, Royalty? East Tower was the only roof access, and the Count and Countess were both in that tower.
Yeah.
So it could be the mother the mother killed them, so the daughter didn't have to go through with an arranged marriage. So she was on the roof there. The butler was in charge of the gardens. Right, let's just see what's the next one here, though. It's time to give a solution. Read the answer. Read and answer the following questions before reading the next one. So use the clips to indicate your answer. All right, so here's where the clips come into play. Let's just tip those out.
Yeah, so it could be that the Countess let the butler in the East Tower, and then he went, closed the door behind him once he pushed him off, and then left the seeds as evidence. Then locked everything back up. Yeah, I can
see.
Oh, I didn't think about the horse. Oh.
The horse did it. Let's see. You can change your answers at any time. If you guess correctly, you score points. If you're wrong, there are no penalties. Each question tells you how many clips to use and how to select your answer. So now read and discuss question 1. The horse did it. The mystery is solved. Was it had to have been an inside dog? Yeah, sorry, an inside job even because of the dog. And Butler trained him. Let's see, who's responsible for the death of the Tudors? So choose whom to accuse and mark with a clip. Then read the next question. So who do we think actually killed them?
Butler.
Then why was she dancing in the field with a knife?
Or did he kill himself?
Well, that'll be the one on the bottom, isn't it? You're responsible for his own now on the bottom one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the butler, because there are seeds there.
Yeah. Plus, if we're allowed to remember things from the discard pile, we discarded that love letter, and it was asking to do something about it, because they were worried about the breakfast. So
yeah.
So are we reckoning the wife for this one? Was you saying? No, yeah. Sorry, the butler even. Yeah.
Yeah, the butler. Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Yeah.
I can't get the clip on. There we go. So we've got that there. So we've got the butler there. We can change our mind as well as what it said there, but I'll just place that on the top there. So next one. The two elements combined to cause the death. Choose a total of two elements and put the clips on each of them and read the next question. So we have two options here. What do we think caused the death? What's that blue ball thing at the top there? Oh, that's that's these sort of like the mystic things, wasn't it? That was on those cards, yeah. Let's move that a little bit higher so we can see the whole card there. So choose the two elements. So which two elements combine to cause the Count's death? So I reckon with the telescope we went up there to...
Yes, maybe the telescope and the fortune reading.
Is the fortune reading the blue ball?
Oh, or the
cards.
Or the cards.
Oh yeah. Of course, you had the book at the bottom there, didn't they?
The cards, I think. Yeah, because I think she read the cards and said something about coming. The stars. Yeah.
So I'll put a little marker next to the cards. So whichever element do we think caused the death?
Telescope? Could be completely wrong here, but
I'm gonna go with that telescope there. So as he's gone up to seek his answers in the stars. All right, so we'll put the answers so far on those there. So question 3: what motive lies beneath the Count's death? Choose a motive and mark it with a paperclip.
Passion. Oh.
Yeah. Right, let's tick that one off there because I'll go with that as well, based on like the letter and what have you that we had. Ooh. So put that one there. What was that?
Sneezing my guts up over here.
Oh, is it your turn now, is it?
It is, yep.
Let's see. Choose an answer. Why did the Count invite the Duke to breakfast? Because he suspected the love affair between his wife and the Duke. Because the Duke is in love with his daughter. To restore his own finances, or to kill him. Well, his finances were in the hole, so whether or not he's borrowing money or selling his daughter, maybe. What's that? Is it the girliest sneeze you've ever heard?
Yeah, I think the finance one, I reckon.
Yeah, by palming off his daughter so they join the houses.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put there to restore his own finances. Put the clip in properly. There we go. So we've got that one there.
Thank you for saying how the girl sneezes ever brought you.
Let's see. Who are the two lovers of the torn letter?
The wife and the butler, I want to say.
Yeah. Oh, these are the last two pins as well, so we must find out now. I'll take the deck just in case there's any spoilers. So we'll put that on the wife. And if I can get hold of the bloody thing. Go on, get on there. Oh, this paperclip is actually, is it? Oh, it hasn't been cut right in the factory, that's why I can't open it. Hang on. I'm going to have to snap it. There we go. Right, so there's our next answer. Just move those cards down there. And we have 5 question cards. What's that? You ready to see how wrong we are? Okay, so let's just check that final card there. Yeah, do not flip this card, that's fine. So when you want to confirm your answers, flip this card. After flipping this card, you can no longer change your answers. So is there anything on the previous ones, or are we quite happy that we've put those together?
I think we've gone so far down this route, but I reckon we could have something big. It's the dog that went up there.
Yep, goaded on by. See, it was the secret forbidden affair between the dog and the horse.
Ah.
It's all become clear. See, after flipping this card, was that the questions threw you a bit? Alright, so let's flip this card and see how cataclysmically wrong we've got it. Flip the question cards one by one in order 1 to 5. Read the explanation for each answer. You can also read the cards mentioned in the explanation again, both played and archived. Okay, so I'm going to put that. I'll just put that in the discard pile for the minute. What's this for? Final scoring. Right, so let's. Question 1. Where's question 1? There it is. So, who's responsible for the death of Count Tudor? And we said the butler. Should be like, what's that old 90s TV shows? It should be like our survey said. Then it's got the little X's. Let's see, who's responsible? Oh, well, there we go. We got that one right, at least. Let's see. The Duke of York arrived at 9 a.m. See the information on cards X and Y. Each of the... the count died before midnight. See, we're never on the roof or went outside. That's confirmed by Felix the butler. So the thing was locked from the inside. Because he had the key, didn't he? Count died after falling from the roof. However, this was neither an accident nor suicide. Examining the corpse indicate that he's been hit in the eye by something. Probably moves that branch before falling. This attempt to stop himself falling, which is all the scratch marks on his finger and the missing tiles. Only one suspect remains, and that's the butler. So, we got that one.
I think we got the right suspect. We don't need to know why.
Yeah.
Right, have a good night, everyone.
Okay, question 2. What 2 elements combined cause the Count's death? Choose a total of 2 elements, and over and done that. So we chose the telescope and his thingamajig readings. I'm starting to think maybe it was it depends on what sort of context they put it in, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, Let's see.
To be fair, I didn't even pick up on the times like they said. I think it just completely passed me.
I've knocked one of the bins out. So it should have been the branch and was it the broken rosebush thing? So the tree branches had been used as a slingshot. See who was it? So he missed, and then they used the. Oh, what he used for elastic. So it hit the count eyes, causing him to lose his balance. Was the rose hip? So I tell that. So if I had read that card, maybe it's a bit. Where I told you about the flowers. Knowing that the count was on the roof, went to the bridge to take the rose hips from the bush, scraping his hands. He then climbed to take aim, ruining the shrubs, and the dog didn't bark because he knew who he was. The butler shot several silent hits that broke on the tiles. Oh, how heavy was this stuff? Until he managed to hit the count who was observing the sky. And his telescope causing him to fall. Finally, he disposed of the murder weapon in the river, not very well, and returned to the house and locked it from the inside. Crime sheet shows all the details written in red, including the smoke. Yep, so we didn't get any points for that one there then. I'll just grab this other ticket out of there. I'll just stick that on there so we don't lose it. This is another knackered pin. Yeah, it's close enough.
No, I didn't either, Roti.
Nah, let's have a look. Can we see? So I can't see anything else on the crime scene. Nothing that's popping out anyway. Oh well, let's pop that down. Let's see. What motivated the line between that led to his death? We said passion or revenge. The answer is passion or revenge.
Hey.
So the butler was afraid that his beloved Anne was going to be forced by the count to marry Egg. Oh, I've been burping again. So yeah, urged him to do something. The count went on the roof. Yeah, go over his eyes, then killed him. Yeah, so we got 2 points for that one then.
Yeah, he was sleeping with the daughter.
Yeah, he didn't want her sold off to be. Aye. So of course we got 2 points for that. The ones that we absolutely failed on, I'll put in the discard pile. So we have so far 5 points, and we have the final question. Actually, no, that's not the final question. I've got this card down here. Okay, so the next one. Why did the Count invite the Duke to breakfast? To restore his finances is what we said. To restore his finances.
Hey.
So that was his winnings from the track. That's probably where he's building his money from, on the tracks. The Count squandered his assets by betting on horse races. To restore his finances, the Count decided to arrange a marriage between, just like we said there, arrange a marriage from there so that he could get the wealth of the other family to blow on the horses again. So 1 point. And question 5. So, who are the two lovers from the torn letter? So, do we get a half point then for this one?
Maybe.
Yeah. So, do we need to have both of them? See, from the torn letter that we know that the love blossom between Anna, the noble blood, and the butler, their relationship is secret, as the Count would not approve. Right, so the crime scene shows. Oh, what's that picture? I don't recognise. Where was this tree picture on the cards?
Oh, was it the apple tree with the branch missing?
No. We discarded that one, didn't we?
We did.
Let's just have a little scan through for reference. So there's the apple tree with the branch missing, but it's not like a close-up shot, though, is it? It's kind of like it's whited out the bit there. The crime scene picture. Right, I'll pull it out so that we can put it easier on the zoomy bit. Now you can just sort of make out some letters on it. Only just in there. So that was an A, and what was the other fella's name? F. Which, yeah, that could have been an F if it was written like a fancy F. All right, let's put that. What was I saying there? Crime sheet shows that. In the hours after the death, two lovers tried to. That's why she had the knife, because she's carved the name into the tree. So Felix told the love letter and lied about the time. She heard a scream. Yeah, she got the F and the E. So does that mean we get 1 point? Or do you have to have both of them to get any points? Right, pop that there. So back on this one, final scoring. So what do we reckon we've got? 5, 6, possibly 7. No, what I'm talking about. Yeah, 6. Too late to add up. When you have read all the solutions, flip this card for your final score.
I think that's 7, didn't we?
Yeah, if we're counting this one as a half point, if we're getting half of the couple, so we'll count that as one to get it to 7. Because we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll say 7. So, add up the points for each card and get your score. So the case has been closed. It's okay work, detectives, apparently. If we had got 10 points... What was that there?
I think that's the best we've done on one of these games. We've done okay.
Acceptable. Well, normally, the other ones, we do technically solve them, but we lose all the points because you're supposed to do them in an hour. So we lose all of ours in time penalties. So this one, there wasn't a time penalty. No, it hasn't taken us as long to do this one as what it did the other ones, though. I'm assuming the last card is just an advert. Yeah, that's the yeah. So it's just telling about the other cards in the one, and of course the Decktective series that we've got there on the last cards. And of course, there's just if you're looking at this the wrong side of the deck when it's still wrapped in the card. So yeah, I think the rules could definitely do with some clarification for this series. But yeah, we lose the other ones just in penalties every time. Alright, so let's put these to one side there. If the rules were a little bit more clearer, I would give this one a higher mark. But it's quite fun, I suppose, having the 3D like little set here. One thing as well, which would make, I think the reason that we, like the other games that we take like 3 hours say to get through, is technically the way that you're supposed to play them is, let's say we were all in a room together. You know the bits where it says like separate the decks into like 4 piles. What's actually supposed to happen there is each one of those piles is supposed to be given to a different player, and everyone solves their own stack at the same time whilst discussing it. So if I turn around and say, "Oh, my card says I need a key," I could say, "Chrissy, have you found a key in your stack yet?" And you would go, "Yes." Then you would throw me the card for the key, and that is partially the reason I think why it takes us 3 hours to do the other ones. Yeah, definitely easier when they're physically in front of you. I mean, technically, as much as the cards are in front of me here, but in order to keep them on camera, royalty, I can't actually be close enough to them. Like some of the fonts that they use, that one's not too bad. but there was a couple of pages in this one, not as bad as the other ones. The Deckscape ones have got that horrible italic font, which is an absolute nightmare to read because it's too far away for me to focus on it. Like, at arm's length over here. And when I've got it up on the zoomy in one, it's even too small to read it on the stream itself.
Mm-hmm.
But there we go. That was Decktective, the Bloody Red Rose. That's what it's in the title, wasn't it? That should have been a hint that had something to do with the roses as well, shouldn't it? Never mind. So, I'll just quickly put all this into a pile. I'll tidy all these up later and I'll stack them all in numerical order. Let's just slide that out of the way there. So, as I said, next week, I do have like a sort of technically board gamey type thing for next week, but it's not actually playing a game. We're going to go through the lost collection of Magic the Gathering cards from the 90s that I found. There's over 300 cards, and we're just going to have a scan through them, as well as some of our collectible card games as well, because I have like the City of Heroes, I've got like the Skylanders collections and what have you, so we'll give that a go next week. But coming up in other board game streams, if I can reach them, I think for Wolf, we should maybe do this one next. Fire in the Library. But we also have, which I'm really looking forward to playing, because I do enjoy playing Tiny Epic Zombies. This is the one that we get this board and we play it on the bed. And also Tiny Epic Dinosaurs. Let's just crack that open there. Because I keep on thinking of our Jurassic World playthrough when I keep thinking of the Tiny Epic Dinosaurs that we've got in there to play. All the little dinky cards as well. So I think this one actually will probably be quite easy to set up on the stream there as well. Because it's only like a few cards in the middle. So maybe let's do this one as the next one there. At least for the Tiny Epic ones. But of course, we definitely need to do a bit of Fire in the Library, just as a special treat for Wolf. And of course we draw the tokens from the fire bag. The only thing I don't like about the Fire in the Library though is the scoring card. It is part of the physical box, and it is a pain in the arse to keep it flat. I have to I have to get a heavy weight to hold it down because it just annoyingly, like whenever you're trying to manipulate it, you see that it's just like flapping all the time. But that'll be Fire in the Library, which will probably, next time we do a proper board game night, that's probably what I'll put on, because it is relatively easy just to set it up, because it should be it only occupies roughly that kind of space. Quite nice artwork in it as well there. But anyway, we'll go now, and actually we never did an egg count today, did we? But we'll go and see, where is Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs from tonight? Let's just turn the microphone round. What have we got then? Which window did it open up on? There it is. So, right channel. Who have we got a choice of tonight? Anita just chatting. I have no idea what's going on there. It's a blank thumbnail. Angry Joe is playing Dead by Daylight. We've got there. We'll say 128. Sorry, 148 for Chrissy. Roti, you need another 7k as that for your next card. And Wolf is on 8.5. We're saving up his money so we can do like a double round of business presentation. What else have we got there? We have Leah playing The Forest, but we also have Vault playing Magic the Gathering. So should we go and go and harass him for a little bit? It's just, actually, I don't need this window open anymore. Close that. I don't need my audio monitor open anymore. All right, let's go on there and go and see Vault. So tomorrow is the next part in Control. And then there's been a slight rejiggle for Sunday. My Sunday stream for the next 2 weeks has been completely screwed because I forgot that it is my second COVID shot on Sunday, and it's like smack in the middle of when I had planned to stream. So that cancels that idea. So we've changed it now just to the evening one, which was the snow runners for Sunday. For the night time anyway. So we'll go and see and we'll go and harass Vaults. I'll just click on that there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all next time, as long as I back up all the menus here. There we go. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.